Hello and welcome to the Mechanical Timepiece. My name's Rob. If it's your first time here, welcome. So you fancy yourself a Rolex Explorer 1, who doesn't? They're wonderful watches, but you don't fancy the price tag. Completely understandable, they're a lot of money. So you're looking for an alternative. What do you look at? There are a number on the market. There's the Benyard, there's the Tissel, and there's this one here, which is the Phylida version from AliExpress. Now, I think I've had this one now for a couple of weeks. I'll add a link to the unboxing video in the description, and I think this one is a little cracker for the money. It's I got this one delivered to my door for less than £80, for which you get a lovely little watch, well made, lovely set of specifications, and just generally an all-round nice thing to have. Today we're going to be going through a full review, so we'll go through the specs, specifications, sizes, dimensions, and so on. We'll also then go on to the good, bad, ugly, which is the good bits, the bad bits, and the general quality control issues I have found with this watch, and then we'll come back and follow up with the conclusion. So what I would add is, if you do like the way I've done this particular video, please hit the big red subscribe button. It does genuinely make a big difference to the channel, and to be honest with you, it makes a big difference to my personal confidence. Every subscriber I get just goes, oh, actually, do you know what? I am doing the right thing. If someone likes it out there, I'll do another one. And I genuinely enjoy what I'm doing. If you are tempted to pick one of these watches up, there you'll find an affiliate link in the description below. They don't cost you any more money, but the channel benefits from a little tiny bit of commission, which again just goes back into buying more watches for review. So what we'll do is, we won't babble on too much now. Let's get this off the wrist, under the lights, and get on with the review. Okay, so let's start off with some dimensions. We have a case diameter of 39.37 millimeters, with crown added in 42.2 millimeters, lug to lug, there to there, is 48.2, so it's nice and compact, wears nice on the wrist. And then we have a depth of 12.96 millimeters. Lugs are on this one measured 20.24 millimeters, so 20 millimeter strap. And then if you add these male end links into the equation, it comes up to 52.48. They are quite curved, so it actually wears a lot. It wears quite well, this one, despite the male end links. I will apologise now. The case on this is a fingerprint magnet. I do have a cloth, and I will give it a wipe every so often. It is an absolute magnet for fingerprints, this one. Okay, let's carry on, talk about the case. 316L stainless steel, as you would expect. Polished everywhere. Sides, top, case back, polished, see, just there. Everything is polished on this one. Case back, apart from the case, the back of it is brushed, but again, you can still see it's just a fingerprint magnet on the back there. All the top bits nice and polished. Sterile case back, as I've just pointed out. No bezel on this one, fixed bezel as you would expect with a Explorer Homage. Nice bit of flat sapphire glass on there. See that nice and slight beveled edge, perhaps, maybe not, but nice bit of flat glass. Screw-in sterile crown and 100 meters of water resistance. The dial itself, flat matte black. I'm not sure if it's black or it's dark grey. Depends on the light you're catching it. I think it's close to the two. We have applied markers all the way around. At the 12 o'clock, the usual triangle, 3, 6 and 9, and then applied batons. We have a printed minute track around the edge. And then we have Phylida Automatic printed in the centre. The all nice and simple text. Mercedes hands, as you would expect for a Rolex Homage Explorer with a lollipop second hand. There is BGW9 loom on this one. I will try and add in a few clip of that up here. And then we will carry on talking about the movement. This one is a Miyota 8215, 21 fill dual movement, 40-hour reserve, hacking, hand winding, running at 3 Hz, so 21,600 beats per hour, or 6 ticks per second. Easy to say, it's not the easiest thing in the world to say. Unidirectional wind, it is a screw-in one. There is a ghost date position on this. So 1, 2, so we've got just the time, and then move it back in one click. And you can, I'm not sure if the microphone's going to pick that up. I will just move the microphone in a little bit. You can hear the date wheel clicking. It is in there, clicking away. So there is a date wheel in there, but it's not on show. The strap on this one is a 20 millimeters down to 15.5 millimeters at its narrowest, back up to 18.5. You can see there those fingerprints on the polished sections of this watch are just awful. But it kind of what you expect, really. Nicely made, not too thick, nice and in keeping with the style of it. Perhaps a little narrow here, perhaps, but not the world's worst thing. It is brushed and polished down the middle, brushed outer links, polished centre links. Overall, a nice strap. The clasp on this one is pretty good. I've seen other clasps from Pagani Design that I had in another video of a Master 2 Homage, where this was very wobbly. This one is, but it's not as bad as some others I've seen. But it's pretty good, this one. Again, usual style of the sort of fold over clasp on this one. The one thing that is quite nice in this one is it has a glide lock mechanism hidden in the back there. You can see that, and actually it's all right to use, this one. So it's pull that out, and then it's up and down, adjust it, click that back in again, and then yeah, good to go, really. So it's nice little bit of adjustment on the clasp. Wears quite well, this one. And we're just going to put that one down. I'll take my current watch off, and I'll put this one on the wrist for you to have a quick look at. You've got that one there, which is there's an Addis Dive pilot's watch there on a beaten up old NATO strap. Review of that coming soon. Review of that coming to a video near you. Let's get this one out. There it is on my wrist. 7-inch wrist for reference. I dropped out 3 links on this particular watch. But yeah, wears very nicely as well. I've had a few comments on this one actually, so people say, oh, that's a nice watch, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, worth having on the wrist. So get that one off again. Okay, let's talk about good, bad and ugly. What's the good about this watch? Well, pretty much everything really. £80 this was. Delivered to my door for £80, and it's not missed a trick. It's a lovely made watch. It's well made, it's well put together. It looks the part, it looks very easy to wear. It's a very classical looking watch. I mean, you wouldn't be disappointed with this if it had Seiko written on the front of it, to be honest with you. I'm very, very pleased with it. It's very nicely made, nice feel to it, nice case size, nice dimensions. It's a homage to an Explorer, so it's exactly the same dimensions as you would find. So very pleased with that. Anything I don't like about it, well, the only thing I would say is if you can quite see it, the markers for the sort of baton markers are deeper than the numerical markers. You can see they're sort of deeper marker. The numbers are not as deep as the batons, which is a little frustrating. It's one of those things I haven't really noticed it to start with, and then I went, oh, blimey. And now, of course, every time you look at it, that's all you can see. Other things I don't like, I'm not so keen on. The fact that it's just polished everywhere is a little annoying because it, like as I've mentioned a couple of times already, it is a complete fingerprint magnet. This one, I'd much prefer it if it was a bit more brushed, which would be a little less polishing time required. And then any quality control issues with this one? To be honest, not really. It's a very simple watch. There's not a lot to get wrong. There's no bezel to misalign. There's no date wheel that's wrong. The clasp is okay. It's not a quality control. It's just the way it is. But it works. It's okay. All the batons, all the numbers line up quite nicely. The writing's fine. The end links, no movement. There's end links at all. So yeah, no issues really at all on the quality of this one. So overall, I think this is a really, really nice piece. Is this the best Homage to an Explorer 1 you can get on AliExpress? Probably. There's one or two others. There's the Benya I've seen, which I haven't had my hands on yet, but I don't think it's going to be any good. There are a couple of other ones I'm sure that people, you can get hold of. I wouldn't mind getting a hands on a Tissell model to have a look at. And maybe perhaps I could do a comparison between the two. If anyone's got one they want to lend me, I'm in southern England, I'm in Hampshire, so please do let me know. And I would happily do a comparison of those. But no, overall, I'm really pleased with this one. It's a nice thing. Would I recommend buying one for 80 quid? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You won't be disappointed with this. It's a nice watch. Have a look in the description below for affiliate links. So yeah, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this particular review. We'll have a quick head back to the studio for a conclusion, and there you are. So another cracker from Phylida. This one may well be staying in my own personal collection for a while. It may do, it may not. We'll see how we get on. But genuinely impressed with this little watch. Lovely set of specifications, extremely well made, very comfortable, very nice wear. Get a lot of compliments on it. So yeah, been really enjoyable making this particular video. If you like what you've seen, please consider subscribing, liking and leaving a comment. All feedback welcome, good or bad. And we hope to see you in the next video. Thanks very much.